Hello, good morning. Actually, is it still morning? Well, I did just reheat some more coffee because this morning was cardiac rehab. It's a Monday and I was running late, so I didn't really have that much coffee, so I'm gonna have some more. So good. So today is Monday. And I need to prep some meals for the week. Cardiac rehab is going great, and I'm very excited about getting my lunches ready this week. So what I'm thinking of is I'm gonna do some ground turkey, and I want it to have some like brownness to it. That way I can use that just on a plate with some veggies, or I can put it in a burrito shell, a low carb keto shell. And then I pulled out a chicken breast and let that defrost in the fridge. And I'm going to cook that up and cut that up into chunks, and that way, again, I can either have it with burrito shells or by itself with some rice, or top the chicken on some salad. So let's get started. So I have garbanzo beans, corn, black beans, and I have some little tomatoes. I'm going to use up these little tomatoes in it too. So first I want to do is I really want to roast my corn. Let me get some olive oil here. I'd really like a fire roasted corn. I wish I had a gas oven, huh? But we're gonna use a cast iron, and I'm going to try and use a high heat and get this a little charred, if I can. That's my goal. That's what I'm looking for. I've never done that with corn, but I'm assuming all we have to do is cook it, right? So let's do that. I'm going to set aside my beans and my garbanzo beans. I don't need those right now. I am going to put a little bit of olive oil in my other pans. And we are going to do our turkey. This has been defrosting overnight too, so hopefully it's good to go. It feels it. I'd like to get a good char on this as well. What are like your favorite spices to add to your turkey? Does everybody have like a favorite spice that they like to add? I'm new to ground turkey, so I would love your input. I probably should not be using a wooden spoon. Let's not do that. Hold on, let me wash my hands. Okay, let's start with the ground turkey. It's all nice and defrosted. I would like this to get a little bit of char to it too, if that's possible, if turkey will do that, if I cook it long enough. And right now, I'm not gonna put any spices on it. I'm just gonna let this start to cook. All right, let me get rid of this from the turkey. Now, let's prep our chicken breast. And what I really like to do is, I really like chicken breasts with a good char. That's kind of my theme, isn't it? The more it's cooked, the better. The browner it is, the better. I just love it. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so I am going to cut off anything that I see on my chicken that I don't want on here. And I do like my chicken to be charred really well. So I let it basically keep cooking on one side for quite a while till it gets nice and brown. I just love that flavor. Cut that out. And I am going to cut it into pieces. Because that is what I prefer. This way, it's so easy. It's prepped for the week. I'll have it in the fridge, and all I have to do is make a quick meal. Okay, how's that look? That all looks good. A little bit of that out. I am so picky when it comes to chicken. I do not want stuff in here. You know what I mean? That's gonna be scrap. Okay, this is good. Wash my hands real quick. All right, so that is my fork for my turkey. And I need a fork for my chicken. Those on. Oh, look at that. I missed something in the chicken. That's all right. All right, I'm going to spread that out. And this is just going to just keep cooking until it gets nice and brown. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do my absolute favorite cutting board is I'm going to start cutting up some of my veggies that I'm going to want prepped for the week. And I'm going to do some tomatoes. What else do I have in the fridge? I'll do some onion. I had some pepper strips in the freezer, so I'm going to take some of those out. My onion's a little old, but I've got to use it. So I'm going to cut some of that up before it goes bad. Cut away that little bit. And then the rest is totally fine, right? All right, let's turn this down. We're doing good. Turn that down. All right, I'm just going to chop this up some. I'm also thinking, no, I'll do like cucumber or avocado. I'll add those. I don't want to pre-cut that. I'm very excited for lunch. This is going to be delicious. Which way should I have lunch? I'm not sure what I want. I had a nice cardiac rehab workout this morning. We are up to 20 minutes on the treadmill and 15 minutes on the bike, 3 laps. It's going good. Oh no, this is really frozen. I don't want that many. Can I cut some? Sure. Piece of cake. Comes right apart. There we go. Rest can go back in. I love, the corn is starting to brown. I'm excited. Oh, just what I was looking for. Okay. That's working out great. What was I saying? I always have peppers, onions, and celery in the freezer because you never know when you're going to need it. Whoops, a corn got in there. I think I'm going to have to drain this turkey. I didn't realize there was that much like fat in it. Look at this chicken. See how good that is? Let me pull one out, turn one over and see how brown it is. It's getting there. See that? But I like it more. So I'm going to still leave it there on that side. Let it keep going. So let's cut up some pepper. What's your preference? Green or colored peppers? I really do like colored peppers better. I really do. I like the flavor better. Listen to my corn popping. We are getting technically fire roasted corn. That's what we want. Okay, I need to drain that grease. There is too much in there. We can take the corn out that's stuck in there too. So now I'm hoping that we've drained it, that it will start to brown more. What do I have it on? I have it on medium. Should I go a little higher? We'll go a little higher. Ooh, this is looking good. Let's flip one over. That's what I'm looking for. See that? You just let it cook till it gets the color that you want, then you flip it. Yep, this is perfect. My my corn is literally starting to pop. That's too funny. Let's turn that down a little bit now while everything else gets going. What you having for lunch? Leave me a comment. Tell me what you're doing today. So, I'm not sure how it shows up on my account, but I also do stories for kids. And last night, I got a lot of new stories done. So if you have any babies who want to read some stories or read along stories, there's some new stories on there. And then today, I wanted to get this prep done. And I'll probably get some more stories done and do some editing. That sounds like the sum of my day, right? Okay, let's set that aside. Oh, look at my corn. I am thrilled with that. Absolutely thrilled with that. All right, is this going to start to brown? I am going to turn it up to see what it does. Oh, yes, it will. I wasn't sure if the content of turkey would actually, brown up or not, so, but I want it browned up. We're going to let that sit, and hopefully it will do what my chicken's doing. We're going to leave that there. Okay, so I've got my pepper and my onion. Let me go put my pepper back in. Okay, that is starting to char, but the problem is it's sticking to the bottom of my pan. I don't want that to happen. But look, I am getting a little bit of char in there, and that's what I want. So, let's see what we want to do for some seasonings. I am going to do, I have a Mrs. Dash Chipotle seasoning. I'm going to add some pepper. Is that even coming out? Yes, it's coming out. And I'm going to add some of this Chipotle seasoning to give it a little bit of like a taco seasoning, right? That's what I'm thinking. And some pepper. I think. Nope, we have some more time. My roasted corn came out beautiful. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to let this brown for just a few more minutes. Now, what I have also found is a jasmine rice in a freezer section. And there's no sodium in it. It does have carbs, of course, but no sugar. But I am going to break this up into my wheat, and I can add that to my tacos, or I can do just all these on top in a bowl. I could do that too. So this is microwave. Cook for 3 to 4 minutes. That's it. Steam side up. Which side is this side down? 3 minutes. I think this is going to be really good. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to get my plate. Oh, it's hot in this kitchen. Now, I have no seasonings on my chicken. I am going to throw some pepper on there. And some onion powder. And some garlic powder. Oops, that came out a lot. That's okay. All right, I'm very happy with all of this. I think my chicken is done. Now that everything's cooked, I can use the same spatula. Oh, see, this is what I love. Do you see how that looks? Looks amazing, doesn't it? The flavor, it's just so good. The flavor is really good. So now what I'm going to do is get together a little bowl so I can make a little plate for lunch. So I am going to take all my corn out and put that in a bowl because I'm not eating all that corn today. And I just want to heat up a little bit some garbanzo beans and some black beans. And I'm going to throw in my peppers. Since my peppers were frozen, I'm going to throw those in there. Normally, I mean, I would just keep them raw, but, and I'm going to keep my onions raw. Let me go wash some tomatoes. We are almost done with lunch, and then this is going to be lunch for the week. And what I've been trying to do is doing the prep for me is so much better because I don't know what it is that I want, you know, and then I get home and I'm like, oh, what do I want? And I complain and I don't know what to feed myself, so I find that this works really good for me if I prep. I'm going to need another bowl for my rice because it's too much rice for right now. We need another 2 minutes. Good. While this is cooking or heating up, then that will be nice. We're almost ready for lunch. What are you having? Isn't this a great idea for lunch? And it's good for you. You're getting your veggies. All right. Our rice is ready. Everything is ready. I'm going to pour a little bit of rice. Can you see my plate? Oh, hot stuff. All right, there's a little bit of rice. The rest will go in a container for the rest of the week. And I am going to add my protein. I'm going to add some turkey. And I am going to add a couple pieces of chicken, but I'm mainly going to save that for the rest of the week. And then I'm going to add, ooh, that got hot. I'm going to add my toppings, my veggies. Whoops, I think I made too much. That definitely looks like a little too much. And some corn. Some fire roasted corn. Oh, look at this. I'm thrilled. I'm going to add some onion. I'm going to top with some tomato. And I will cut that up. And I have some homemade salsa that I made. We're going to add some homemade salsa to it. There we go. That's a lunch. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you make your own. Look at how delicious this looks. I can't wait to eat. Thanks for watching. So let me tell you, lunch was delicious. I'm so happy with what I made. I hope that you make some of your own. So now that I have this all set, I have to store this for the week. It's going to be so easy, and then all I have to do is grab all these and easy lunch prep. Right? There's my corn. And my garbanzo beans. Excuse my dishwasher. It's running in the background. I'm sorry. Garbanzo beans. Let's do our chicken. Excuse me. I got a tickle. There's my chicken. Whoops. Let's put our turkey in this one. Whoops. Don't let it fall on the floor. Maddie's not here, so she's missing out on some turkey on the floor. And I am scraping all those little crunchiness in there because that was really good. That's kind of a big plate. A big bowl. Okay, now I need rice. Here's my salsa, can go back in the fridge. My homemade salsa, that's delicious. Here is something for my onions. This red onion is really strong. Whew. There we go. And my rice. Perfect. Let's not miss any. And I need one more for my beans. Ooh. Sometimes these are really hard. How come? I don't know. Sometimes they give me a hard time. And our salsa, and one more for our beans. Okay. There we go. Let's see, there's another one. Am I not putting it on properly? There's always one side. What am I doing wrong? Tell me. I don't know. There we go. We got it. All right. Here we go. Here is our meal prep for the week. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you make your own.